The rundown. Right?
The rundown, and we have a clip to start off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, all right, guys, check this out. All right, I want to start off with the rundown. Check this out. This is something I want to share with you guys. Hopefully, I have it. Do I have it queued up?
What the is happening to my character? I mean, every week she's getting bitchier and more desperate. Who thinks this is funny?
Yeah. Yeah, you better fix this shit. Because your fucked up life is fucking up my show. Ratings are going down. My personal TVQ is going down. And worst of all, Seth, the quality of my babes is going down.
Guys, when Jason Bateman was in the comedy Love Stinks, that line that he said, it always tickled me. It was always funny when he said, the quality of my babes is going down. My personal TVQ is going down. It was something he said in the movie Love Stinks, 1999, with starring Fritz Stewart. But I'm going to start saying now starring Fritz Stewart and Jason Bateman, since, everybody loves Jason Bateman. But the TVQ, the reference that was made to TVQ in the television industry, TVQ is a metric used to, let's see what it says, measure the popularity and the appeal of a personality, brand, or a show. It essentially qualifies how well liked and recognized someone or something is. Therefore, when his character says his TVQ is going down, he means that his perceived popularity or liability is decreasing. It's important to note that while TVQ is a real industry term, its use in the movie is for comedic effect, applying it to personal general social standing. So I wanted to talk about TVQs and actors. Do a rundown of actors whose TVQ went down after certain scandals or certain movies. Certain, like, was it the scripts that did it? Was it the movie that did it? Things like that. I wanted to talk about actors' personal, while I fix the camera over here. I want to talk about some actors' personal TVQs that went down. And I want to run down that real quick. So, baby, why don't you help me run down these TVQs real quick as I get everything set up here. I forgot to let me stall for a second. So, because you remember that you ever watch the whole Love Stinks with me? I think I forced you. I think I forced you to watch that movie.
Because we all know that is one of your favorites.
Yeah. I think I forced you to watch that with me, right? It was like I wasn't going to marry her unless I knew she liked that damn movie. But the personal TVQ. Okay, do I have it set up right here? All right, let me see if I do. Right here. No, I don't. I started everything over and I forgot to reset it. There we go. Starting with, what you got first, babe?
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch.
And his leading role in John Carter significantly impacted his potential as a leading man.
Did you ever see?
I don't even know who that is.
Well,
I know this movie. Yes.
You saw? Did you ever see John Carter of Mars? You didn't watch that one?
On Mars?
I'm sorry. The movie was just called John Carter. But that was what the movie should have been called, John Carter of Mars. That's what the book was called.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's why the movie didn't do so well, because it was, I don't know. Anyway. But we talked about him before. Remember when I said that Channing Tatum wasn't the first person to play Gambit? I think it was him.
Oh, okay.
He was Gambit. He played Gambit in the Wolverine movie. But yeah, John Carter did not do so well, man. And that movie was amazing. The effects, the story, everything, it was great. But yeah, I believe, and now let me give a little side note here, guys. Everybody that we're about to list tonight, their careers are not like totally destroyed. Some of these actors have had comebacks, and some of these actors are doing well in other mediums, or the shows, or things like that. But there was a time when their personal TVQ went down based on certain projects, and for Taylor Kitsch, it was John Carter. But the book was called John Carter of Mars. That was one of the criticisms. They should have called it John Carter of Mars, but I think the studio didn't think that it was a good title, so they just called it John Carter. But John Carter, that could be anything. Well, you hear the name John Carter. It was a movie called John Carter. What's it about? Was the confusion. What's it about? John Carter. It's a drama. It's a romance. What is it? It's Jerry Maguire. What is it? It doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. But John Carter of Mars, it tells you what it is. But anyway, Movie was great. Movie flopped. And his personal TVQ went down. But I think he's doing good now. Who was run it down real quick? Who's next? Who you got?
Army Hammer.
Old the sham Hammer. Yeah, we all know why why his personal TVQ went down. He was eating or allegedly threatening to eat
Cannibalism.
people. Yeah, and I think I talked to Tabitha about this, but recently he came back up in the news. Talking about like his sexuality and all that and stuff, and it was like I forgot the exact statement that he made, but it was like it was clear pandering, and I was like, when all else fails, because what he said was like I'm a part of this community and I feel like that's why I'm being attacked, and then he started saying stuff about that group, but I don't know if he was saying like he was bisexual or something. I don't know. I forgot what he said, but I remember tweeting about it saying like when all else fails, claim that you're a part of a certain community, then insult that same community in the same sentence. It was weird. I don't know what his problem is, but it was not a good look. So I think his personal TVQ went down further. All right, who's next?
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. We all know, we all know why her TVQ went down. TVQ down because down the trial with Johnny Depp, going back and forth. And I think she said that recently. I think she said she's retiring from acting. I think she tried to have a little comeback by trying to be one of Elon Musk's harems or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what she was trying to be.
I don't want to be associated with that either.
She was trying to be one of his baby mamas, trying to get on that gravy train, but it didn't work out for her and everything. So we all know why that TVQ went down. Who was next?
Hayden Christensen and his role in Star Wars prequel trilogy negatively impacted him for a period of time.
His career was hit so hard. Also, not the only actor from the prequel series that when like the young man who played Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, he went through a very dark time in his life. Hayden Christensen, the young little boy who he's not a young boy anymore, but the boy who played Anakin as a kid. Yeah, a lot of toxicity, man. If I swear, if the internet existed or social media existed the way it did does today back then, oh man, it probably would have been 10 times worse in the hate. But yeah. But basically, unaliving those younglings is why his TVQ went down. But yeah, that was real bad for Hayden. What was the next one?
Jamie Kennedy.
From the Jamie Kennedy Experience. Okay, come on. His TV. Yes,
I was gonna say I don't know that it was just the Son of the Mask. I think he had several projects that didn't go over.
Well, that's why I said that his TVQ met the same fate that Randy made. That's why I wrote that down in the lower third. I mean, he's looking kind of rough. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with his image consultant right there, but he looks like his TVQ is looking like it's gone to hell. But yeah, I'm surprised that I'm hoping that he'll get a call for Scream. I mean, he on part 3, his character had the foresight to make a tape about if I don't make it, this, blah blah, and give Sydney some advice. I'm hoping, like you said, like I said before, my theory is that I feel like Ghostface should use AI, and then with AI, you could bring back past victims with fake videos and stuff like that, and fake phone calls. I think that would be brilliant. But that's one way to bring back Randy. Bring back Randy. # bring back Randy. All right. What do we have next on the list?
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan on Freaky Friday TVQ comeback queen. Are you looking for? Okay, so it was what that her reasons for her TVQ going down, her popularity.
Hers was a lot of. I don't know that it was movies so much. It was outside. It was the kind of like the Britney Spears decisions. She had lots of under the influence of drugs and. Drunk drive. I think she had a lot of bad decisions in her personal life that really made people just stay away.
Yeah.
And she made some attempts that again didn't stick because she wasn't okay still. Now she's finally in a really good place in her life, and so now her career's on its is doing much better.
If you had to guess, what do you think? Is this will Freaky or Friday be a TVQ rise? Will it be a comeback for her career, or do you think she'll find like a steady, like? Do you think she'll ever get back to the level of fame that she was in her prime? Or
I don't know about that
Mean
same
Girls
level, but I don't know about that. But I mean, I definitely. I feel like I want to see this movie.
Yeah,
I loved.
I want to. Yeah,
I loved the first one, and I love Jamie Lee Curtis,
Yeah.
and I'm anxious to see them together again. I'm hopeful that it will be a good movie.
Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think Lindsay? That's a good one. Any of the ones that we were discussing. Or give me some names that you want to add whose TVQ has gone down. Who else did we have on the list? Was that
Brandon Routh.
Brandon Routh. This is a personal one for me. I'm sorry.
For me,
The when he stepped into the role playing an extended story of Christopher Reeve's Superman. He was technically in Superman Returns. He was technically Christopher Reeve's Kal-El, but for whatever reason, it did not do that great for his career. And somehow, some weird way, simultaneously, him being tied to Superman, he was affected by the curse. But in a way, it still kept him in the game. You might see his face and recognize him as that guy that keeps coming up as that racist cop on this show that you don't know that keeps popping up in your YouTube or TikTok feed. It's weird. And you're like, what show is this? And people are purposely telling you the wrong show in the comment section. But no, this is Brandon Routh. He played Superman. And I still don't know what show that is. I keep seeing him as this racist cop clips on TikTok, and I still don't know what show that is because nobody will give me the answers. Guys, let me know in the chat. But Brandon Routh got to play this character, and it wasn't well received. And then he got to play it again in the World Crisis event on the CW, and it was pretty awesome. So I'm hoping that his career. I feel like he's had a steady career. His TVQ went down, but he's had a pretty good career. So I'm looking forward to seeing more from him, and I'm hoping that the curse of wearing the Superman cape won't affect him negatively moving forward, because he seems happy and he seems like he's doing good. And I like everything that I see from him so far. Who else do we have?
Mr. Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah,
and old Gigli, and how it just.
When was the moment when their TVQ went down? I mean, well, for him it was alcoholism that.
Well,
was really the
Gigli
problem.
was awful, and that.
Gigli? You mean Gigli?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gigli. Yeah.
That because he had done movies before that people loved.
Yeah,
Him and Matt
he was
Damon.
an Oscar winner.
Yeah, that movie comes out and everybody's like, "What the hell is that?" And so, of course, then it sparked. I mean, that's one of the reasons why when they said he was going to be Batman, people went, "No, don't do that to Batman, please."
It was stupid how that was the one thing that they focused on for why Batman was gonna suck because of Gigli. Made no sense. Like as if the movie The Town didn't exist. Anyway.
But then he did well. But then then his drinking kind of derailed him again.
It's funny to me how her playing Elektra was also a thing that was listed as why her TVQ went down. That's what comes up a lot but for some reason Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I mean, wasn't. But it's because the spinoff, the standalone Elektra movie was so bad. Even in early 2000 comic book movie standards, it was so bad. But I like the fact that she was able to. I mean, she's fine. Her career is fine. She's established. Him and Ben, her and Ben don't have to work another day in their life. They're fine. They don't have to act anymore. They're great. They're gonna be fine. As far as their fame and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. I mean, look what happened. Look at the pop that she got when she walked out around that corner during Deadpool and Wolverine. Even a movie that people hated. The fact that she was able to pull out that joke, where Daredevil, he got unalive, and she was like, like after the divorce. So it was funny. So there's being able to make jokes about it and stuff. It was kind of I guess therapeutic in my opinion. All right, what's next?
Mike Myers and The Love Guru was poorly received.
Yeah,
But I think
Did you ever see The Love Guru?
I've seen, yes, I mean, many moons ago, but I think some of that was that type of movie was on its way out.
Yeah.
It had been him playing that type of character. He had done it so many times, and that style of movie was just on its way out the door.
And the way it was executed wasn't as great as like
Because now that it's
Austin
been
Powers
so
and stuff,
long removed, and he hasn't done a lot of stuff, now we've got nostalgia factor. So people seeing him pop up now doing things, people are like, I'd really like to see him do something like that again. Like they're kind of ready. All right, we've had enough of a break. We'd like to see him do something like that again.
Seeing him pop up in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie was a surprise to a lot of people. He was playing a producer, the producer of Queen, and it was so. And now seeing him lately in Saturday Night Live again. But Love Guru broke him when that movie was not well received. It crushed his spirit, and he pulled out of the game for a minute. And but it's good to see that he's coming back, and I hope that means an Austin Powers movie in the future. Is that the last one?
Yes, that was the last one.
That was the last one. All right, guys. Yeah. So actors' personal TVQ, their popularity, their standing in Hollywood. Let me know what you guys think. What actor do you want to throw in the list? Whose personal TVQ went down? Whose quality of babes was suffered because of it? And let me know in the box below, and we'll talk about it some other time. All right, guys.
Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. If you would like to watch more from us from T3 Media Studio, click here or here. Thanks for watching. Stop being NC-17.